Hey guys, welcome to another episode of YPGtv. My name is Miriam.
Wow, she came.
Hi,
I thought I was do this
Gustavo.
alone.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Gustavo, and currently we are at Fulton Center train station. And for today's topic, we're going to be speaking about
Trends. How we fall victims of trends.
exactly. So stay tuned.
We'll be right back. And we're back, guys. So for today's topic, we're going to be speaking about falling victims of trends. First of all, what does a trend mean? A trend means something that is always changing or developing in fashion.
Exactly. And well, with trends, there's a lot of trends, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be speaking about some of them, not all of them. But let's start off with this. What type of trend were you mostly involved in that you could remember of?
Well, the trend that I was mostly involved in was pretty much Hollister,
Okay.
If somebody used Hollister, I would use it.
So it was like mostly like a fashion thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, something that was in popularity at the moment, right?
Yeah.
When was this back? Like 2014,
Something like that.
13, something like that. All right. For those who know, you know. Okay. Well, for me, I remember the trend that I could think about right now and was mostly popular to me was when we had baggy clothes back in the day, back in the early 2000s. I remember it was me wearing really baggy jeans, twice the size of my shirt. I'm a medium now, but back then I used to wear like large or extra large sometimes, depending on the clothing line, whatever. And I was talking to you about this earlier. What we mean by that is, how did that trend affect you in a bad way? So, for example, you, Miriam, how did it affect you in a bad way?
So every time I would go shopping,
Yeah.
I would always waste all my money on that. So
okay.
that was that was a bad thing.
You see,
Yeah.
she nearly went broke. And I was like, okay, but that's the casualty for her, money wise. And for me, back in the days, there was a lot of gangs was coming up, and basically they're dressed like that. So if you walked into a wrong neighborhood dressing in that type of clothing,
Baggy clothes.
people would think you were gang affiliated, and you could get jumped because of that. But you weren't affiliated. So, what wrong were you doing wearing that clothes? Nothing. But the thing is that trend got you into
trouble.
got you into trouble. Yeah, your life was at risk at that moment because you would get jumped for no reason. Well, with this said, we'll leave you. We'll be coming right back.
Yeah.
We'll take a short break. We're trying to get somebody to interview now.
Yes,
to tell you better themselves.
I'm ready to stick out you. Girl, I must warn you.
Hey guys, so we're back, and as you can see, we're not in Fulton anymore. We're back in Queens, and right here we have Udal, and we're gonna interview him right now.
Okay, so we were speaking about trends and how we fall victims of that. So Udell, I want to ask you, which trend were you mostly familiar with, and the one that you followed the most because of its popularity?
Well, I actually have two, actually. One was basically graffiti bombing, and second one was cutting school. I found these two, that they influenced me the most because I saw so many people doing it that I was like, yo, I just have to be a part of it. So like I would literally go with my boys like to graffiti on people's houses, cars, like anything that we would see, like just to leave our mark there, and just because we thought we were cool doing it. And the second thing was like, you know, cutting school, because people, you know, a lot of kids, they don't find school like entertaining. They all find it boring at one point in their lives, you know? So it's like I would cut school every day, and it would get so bad that like probably in the school year, I would be cutting like 50 days of school, literally.
So you thought, did it benefit you?
Not at all whatsoever. It hasn't brought me anything at all till today. Obviously, I don't do that anymore now, but I had to realize that. And I noticed that it was just a waste of time. It wasn't bringing anything at all to my life.
So, did it ever come to this point where authorities were involved?
Actually, it did. When one day we all went to graffiti another house, and then out of nowhere, we didn't know, like, they had a camera there, and then the owner of the house that was there actually called us, and they called the cops, but they never said nothing at the moment. They just let us literally in the moment, in the action, doing the graffiti, and then they called the cops. We all dipped. Like, we were not trying to get caught by the cops, of course, but one of them did, and he actually even got arrested.
Yeah. And you see, this is what we're talking about, you know, trends and how they got casualties. Mostly, some of them, or not all of them, but some of them do have casualties with them. And as you can see, Miriam explained one, I explained one, and Hidel over here explained two, you see? But this is the message that we're trying to pass by, that, you know, not every trend that we follow will have a good result to it. Make sure to understand that if that trend that you're following will benefit you, and if it's not, what's the point of even following it for? It won't benefit you at all. So thank you for watching, and please stay tuned to the next episode.
Thank you, though, for...
No problem, guys.
Exactly. So if you have any questions, please comment below, and
We'll see you next time.
exactly.